Uh, our life was like Beethoven's symphony. Da 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 da, da 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 da. Such highs. It was all roses and sunshine. We were working, and he was finishing his college degree. Both of us poor, but but very happy. We lived near New York City and shared all the struggles and the chores in that fourth floor walk up. He went off to college classes, and before I went to work, and I gave him big, long goodbye kisses. It was magical until it wasn't. Turns out, unbeknownst to me and unbeknownst to him, he suffered clinical depression. It got worse over time. By observing his father, I figured it out. He was in denial. We loved each other. Finally, I left him. It was a loving separation. Before I left, I told him all the things I loved about him, and he did the same for me. We both knew it had to be, though he took it a lot harder than I did. Of course, I was the one that set boundaries. And how did this go? We shared house keys and car keys in case one of us needed something. Since I left him, he had the house that we owned together, and he would bring me groceries to the apartment that I had because he didn't think that I would buy enough for myself. And he would check my fridge and fill up my cupboard and my fridge with things he knew I loved. We even drove together from Ohio to South Carolina when I was visiting a friend, and he spent the time driving down and back and stayed in his in a rented room on the beach. So after 3 years, I talked him into taking antidepressants, and he did it. It was miraculous. Truly, he was happy, and the depression was gone. He was restored to who he truly was and who I knew he was underneath all of that depression. And it's been that way ever since. 2 years after he was well, it occurred to me that we could live together again. No longer does he get upset, when before it was every other minute. He's even tempered and congenial, like before the depression, as if it never happened. We now live happily ever after. Thanks for listening.